Younger than normal market traders help fight food poverty with their homegrown produce.
Primary school children are taking over Borough Market, selling fruit and veg they've grown to support a charity fighting food poverty. The market, an historic institution and charitable trust, hopes hands-on events like this will inspire the next generation to grow, give back and get involved. Gopal Verdi went to meet the young stallholders.
Borough Market, London's food hotspot, has been taken over by a unique bunch of traders. Kids selling fresh produce they've grown from scratch.
We're selling some flowers, some mint, sage.
We've been selling these wrap things, strawberry jam.
Oh, we're selling some baby kale, some rockets.
What's been the most popular today? What people have been buying?
Not the Rosso.
He's a non-popular.
The Young Marketers Market Day brings kids from London's primary schools to one of London's most iconic food markets, selling fruit and veg they've grown in their school gardens, from seed to stall.
They're learning that food starts in the soil, not in the supermarket, and it takes a lot of work and nurturing and love and care to bring a product to market. They're learning about marketing, they're learning about enterprise, they're learning that if they have a surplus of vegetables at the end of the day,
Items that go together, and it's really interesting because in the first instance we don't show them anything and we allow them to lay their produce, and then in the second instance we give them the props, and it's amazing how their mind works to actually change the look of their stall.
With expert tips from seasoned traders and all proceeds going to fight food poverty, these young marketers are sowing the seeds for a brighter, greener future. Gopal Verdi, BBC London.
It's amazing produce too.
It's in full swing, of course, but that also means thousands of abandoned tents will be left behind as waste. So one young fashion graduate has been collecting these tents and transforming them into outdoor clothing. Our reporter Phil Chapman has more.
They say one person's rubbish is another's treasure, and upset by the waste she's seen at festivals, Molly now gives new life to some of the many thousands of tents and sleeping bags sadly abandoned at music festivals every summer.
I've been going to music festivals since I was about 16, and each time I've been leaving the festivals I just noticed how much waste there is left behind. So yeah, I had my final collection coming up when I studied fashion down in London, and I knew what a great expense that was, but I also knew I wanted to do outdoorsy kind of clothes. We primarily just look for like the properly damaged ones, so we're normally in the proper party area where the tents have been pretty trashed. It means that, you know, they can't necessarily be used again for camping, so but I can cut them up anyway, wash them all down into tiny little sections, so I can still find a use for them.
And even though Molly gets her materials through the thoughtless actions of others, she also uses fashion to advise festival goers to take their tents away with them.
Also, we developed t-shirts to try and, that has a step-by-step guide on how to take your tent home from a festival. It's kind of step-by-step basically, so it just shows you exactly how to take it home. So we're obviously still not encouraging people to leave them behind.
Molly's extensive range is for sale online and at key venues across the Lake District, and not all of her bespoke requests are for people.
Probably the most unusual was not necessarily clothes or accessories for humans, but more for dogs. So that could be a route that we're going to go down quite soon. Yeah, dogs need waterproofs, dogs need life jackets, dogs need everything we do.
Well, as long as people continue to abandon their tents, it's a good job there are people like Molly here to recycle them. But she might well need to use a family-sized tent if she's going to make a waterproof for my giant dog, Wilson, here. Phil Chapman, BBC News, in Cumbria.
Nice hat.